The story of arcades begins in the late 19th century, not with video screens and joysticks, but with mechanical amusements. These early games, found in bustling seaside resorts and amusement parks, were the precursors to the modern arcade. Penny arcades, named for the copper coins that fueled the entertainment, were filled with mechanical marvels. One of the earliest and most popular games was the bagatelle, a pinball ancestor. Players used a plunger to launch small balls onto a slanted board, aiming for scoring holes and obstacles. Another classic was the shooting gallery, where players tested their marksmanship with air rifles, aiming at targets to win prizes. These early arcades were not just about games. They were social spaces, places where people gathered to escape the everyday routine and experience the thrill of competition and entertainment. As technology advanced, so too did the games. The introduction of electricity in the early 20th century paved the way for more complex and exciting arcade experiences. Games incorporated flashing lights, sound effects, and even early animation, adding a new layer of immersion and excitement. Little did anyone know a revolution was brewing, one that would transform the arcade forever. The 1970s witnessed a seismic shift in the world of arcades. The advent of computers and video technology ushered in a new era, the birth of the video arcade. Gone were the mechanical gears and levers, replaced by glowing screens and digital delights. The first true video game to capture the public's imagination emerged in 1971. Computer Space, a space combat simulation game, set the stage for what was to come. Though commercially unsuccessful, it introduced the concept of interactive electronic entertainment. The following year, in 1972, a game named Pong would forever change the trajectory of arcade gaming. Created by Atari Inc., Pong was an instant sensation. Its simple yet addictive gameplay, based on table tennis, captivated players of all ages. Arcades, once filled with pinball machines and mechanical amusements, were quickly dominated by these new digital marvels. The success of Pong triggered a wave of innovation and competition. Game developers, eager to capitalize on this new market, began creating a diverse array of video games. The stage was set for what would become known as the golden age of arcade games. The late 1970s and early 1980s marked the golden age of arcade games. Arcades transformed into vibrant social hubs filled with the sounds of electronic beeps, flashing lights, and the excited chatter of players. It was during this period that some of the most iconic and enduring video game franchises were born. In 1978, a game called Space Invaders took the world by storm. Developed in Japan, the game challenged players to defend Earth from descending waves of alien invaders. Its simple yet compelling gameplay, coupled with its innovative use of sound and graphics, created a global phenomenon. 2 years later, in 1980, a game featuring a yellow pizza-shaped character would forever etch its name in video game history. Pac-Man, created by Namco, became a cultural icon. Its innovative maze chase gameplay, charming characters, and addictive nature captivated players worldwide. These games, along with other classics like Donkey Kong, Galaga, and Defender, solidified the arcade's position as a dominant force in entertainment. Arcades weren't just places to play games, they were social spaces, competitive arenas, and cultural touchstones for a generation. As technology progressed, arcade games evolved at a rapid pace. The simple, pixelated graphics of the early games gave way to more detailed and colorful visuals. Game developers pushed the boundaries of what was possible, introducing new genres, gameplay mechanics, and immersive experiences. The introduction of vector graphics in games like Asteroids and Battlezone brought a new level of geometric realism to arcade screens. Later, raster graphics allowed for more detailed and colorful sprites, characters, and backgrounds, as seen in games like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and Miss Pac-Man. The mid-1980s saw the rise of laserdisc technology in arcade games, introducing full-motion video and impressive cinematic sequences. Games like Dragon's Lair and Space Ace captivated players with their stunning visuals and interactive storytelling. The introduction of 3D graphics in the late 1980s and early 1990s revolutionized arcade gaming once again. Games like Virtua Racing and Daytona USA offered players an unprecedented level of immersion with realistic graphics and fast-paced gameplay. The arcades continued to evolve, pushing the boundaries of technology and entertainment. Section 5, a cultural phenomenon, arcades and popular culture. The impact of arcades extended far beyond the flashing lights and high scores. Arcades permeated popular culture, influencing movies, music, television, and fashion. They became synonymous with the youth culture of the 1980s, a testament to their widespread appeal. Movies like Tron from 1982 and War Games from 1983 explored the world of video games and hacking, reflecting the growing fascination with technology and its potential impact on society. The film Joysticks from 1983, though a commercial failure, attempted to capture the energy and atmosphere of the arcade scene. Arcades also found their way into popular music. The song Pac-Man Fever by Buckner and Garcia reached number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart in 1982, showcasing the game's cultural pervasiveness. Video game music, with its catchy melodies and electronic sounds, began to influence musicians and composers. Arcades became a common setting in television shows, often depicted as hangouts for teenagers and young adults. The popular sitcom Cheers from 1982 to 1993 featured an episode where the characters visit an arcade, showcasing the game's ability to bring people together from all walks of life. Section 6, The Great Decline, Home Consoles and the Changing Landscape. Despite their dominance in the 1970s and 1980s, arcades began to face a formidable challenge in the late 1980s and early 1990s, the rise of home consoles. The introduction of affordable and increasingly powerful consoles like the Nintendo Entertainment System and the Sega Genesis brought the arcade experience into living rooms, challenging the arcade's dominance. As home consoles became more sophisticated, offering comparable graphics, gameplay, and even online multiplayer capabilities, the appeal of arcades began to wane. Players no longer needed to visit arcades to experience the latest and greatest games. They could enjoy them from the comfort of their own homes. The decline of arcades was further exacerbated by other factors, including the rising cost of arcade game development, the increasing popularity of personal computers for gaming, and changing social trends. Arcades, once bustling social hubs, began to decline, many closing their doors for good. Section 7, a digital resurrection. Arcades in the modern age. While the golden age of arcades may be over, the spirit of arcade gaming lives on. Though traditional arcades have dwindled in number, a resurgence of interest in classic games and a desire for social gaming experiences have led to a revival of sorts. Barcades, a fusion of bars and arcades, have become increasingly popular, offering adults a nostalgic gaming experience combined with craft beers and cocktails. These establishments often feature classic arcade cabinets alongside pinball machines, skee ball, and other amusements. The rise of indie game development has also breathed new life into the arcade scene. Independent developers are creating innovative and unique arcade-style games, often with a focus on local multiplayer experiences. Events like the annual Classic Tetris World Championship and the Evolution Championship Series, a fighting game tournament, draw massive crowds and are testaments to the enduring appeal of competitive gaming. Section 8. The nostalgia factor, why we still love arcades. Despite their decline, arcades hold a special place in the hearts of many. The nostalgia factor is undeniable. For those who grew up during the golden age, arcades evoke memories of a simpler time, of after-school hangouts, friendly rivalries, and the thrill of chasing high scores. The tactile nature of arcade gaming, with its joysticks, buttons, and trackballs, provides a level of physical engagement that is often lacking in modern gaming. The act of inserting a coin into a machine and feeling the weight of the joystick in your hand is a tangible reminder of a bygone era. Arcades also represent a sense of community. They were places where people from all walks of life came together, united by their love of gaming. The shared experience of playing alongside strangers, cheering each other on, and lamenting near misses created a unique social bond. Section 9, the future of fun, arcades and beyond. The future of arcades remains uncertain, but one thing is certain. The spirit of arcade gaming, with its emphasis on social interaction, competitive gameplay, and pure, unadulterated fun, will endure. As technology continues to evolve, it will be interesting to see how arcades adapt and evolve. Virtual reality and augmented reality technologies hold immense potential for the future of arcades. Imagine stepping into a virtual world, battling zombies, racing futuristic cars, or exploring distant planets, all within the confines of an arcade. The lines between arcades and other forms of entertainment continue to blur. Esports arenas with their massive screens, live audiences, and professional gamers are like modern-day coliseums, showcasing the skill and strategy of competitive gaming. Whether arcades experience a full-fledged revival or continue to exist in niche forms, their impact on gaming and popular culture is undeniable. They represent a time when gaming was a social activity, a shared experience, and a testament to the enduring power of human ingenuity and the pursuit of fun.